What the fuck? I thought this geezer was trying to get in my car, but it's just as well I was in passive mode, isn't it? Shit. Yo, what's going on YouTube? Just Jake here and welcome back to my channel for another GTA Online video. And in today's video we're going to be customising and reviewing the brand new Karin 190Z, which was just released with the Doomsday Heist DLC. Now we are finally coming to the end of the drip feeding from the Doomsday Heist DLC, and this Karin 190Z doesn't seem like a world beater. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a great car. Just looking at it, it's quite nice looking. The price isn't too bad. It is $900,000 still, so it is still quite expensive. According to Bruffy, it's not great around a track, so in the Sports Classics class it only comes 14th around a track, so you know it's not going to be great for races. So this car is only going to be worth purchasing if you really love the way it looks. So without any further ado guys, let's get this purchased, let's get it into LS Customs and see what sort of customizations we can do. So you go my bros, as you pull into LS Customs you'll see the Karin 190Z is in the Sports Classic category. Now usually when I start these builds we get the armour, but for a change we've got the arch covers, which is, you know, a little bit different, so we're going to start with that. We've got loads of different options. Well, I say different, we've got loads of options, but are they different? They're not overly different. I mean, these got obviously you got the basic arches, which are going to take the primary colour, and then you got the secondary basic arches, which obviously going to take the secondary colour. Then you got that same option but in carbon. Then you got the bolt-ons. They look quite cool. I actually like them. They're pretty smart. And then again you got the secondary and the carbon. So you know that's the sort of thing we've got going here. I actually really like them ones, the bolt-ons, the trimmed ones. They look a little bit nicer on the front in my opinion. Yeah, they look fucking sweet. Hopefully we can get some sort of side skirt to sort of like add on to that rear arch, because the way that cut off, it looks a bit strange. So hopefully we can get a side skirt which sort of like accommodates that rear arch a little bit better. Oh, there we go. Then we've got an actual basic arch body kit. So maybe these are the ways we're going to have to go, because we're not going to get a body kit, like a side skirt, to accommodate them rear arches like I'd like them to. So we've got the bolt-ons with a side skirt as well. So there we go. So we're moving forward with what I was hoping. Again, they still look like the two separate pieces. They don't look like they flow quite nicely, or nice enough in my opinion anyway. But they look sweet, man. They look better with arches. The bolt-on arches are probably my favourite, and the trimmed versions of them as well. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with the trimmed bolt-on arches, and I'm going to stay with the primary colour. So it's just going to be the basic trimmed arch kit. Now we're going to move on to the body armour. We're going to get 100% body armour, then we're going to go to the brakes. We're going to get race brakes for the bumper, front bumper. Again, we've got quite a lot of options for the front bumper. So the way this car is panning out is quite nice, because like I said at the beginning, it's not great around a track, so it is going to be purely on what it looks like. And the way we're going at the minute with all these different customizations, this might be a winner, you know, might be worth purchasing just because of the customization. So as you can see, we can remove it, which actually looks really cool. Then we've got a custom bumper, which is pretty similar to the stock one, just a little bit smaller. That's quite smart. It goes with the side skirt I've already applied. That's called the exposed bumper. Again, we've got the secondary version and a carbon version of that. We've got a sticker-on version as well. Then we've got the same thing but with the custom bumper going across. So there's a custom bumper, and then with the tuner bumper we've got pretty much that, but with an extra bumper going across the front. See, I'm not sure about these. I think this is taking it a step too far when we've got the splitters on the bottom as well. Yeah, I don't think the car actually needs them. I think it looks a bit funny, a little bit weird like that. But I do like the exposed bumper. I think that flows quite nicely with the arches and the side skirt. So yeah, I'm going to go with that one. So then we're going to move on to the rear bumper. Again, you can remove it. You get the hook bracket. You got the tow line. So nothing overly spectacular at the minute. So we've got pretty much the same things, just adding extras as we move down. Then we've got the extended kit. They've got the one with the hook again. So can we not get, like, I might have to remove these ones to be honest. Or the bolsters, they look quite good. Because I think if we've got, you know, a front bumper like that, we can't really have then a rear bumper like this. It doesn't really look that right. It doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't go with each other. So it's going to have to be something similar to this, or, you know, when we remove it, I think we can remove it anyway. Yeah, so we can remove it, and I think that's the way to go. I think that flows the best. So yeah, in my opinion, I think removing it is probably the best option, so I'm going to go with that. Then we're going to move on to the engine. We've got the engine block to start with. This, you know, is personal preference obviously, but we've got loads of different options. We've got the secondary, we've got the prime, we've got the carbon, and we've also got chrome as well, which is pretty cool. In my opinion, I think the chrome ones look the best, so yeah, I'm just going to go with this chrome cam belt cover. Then for the engine tunes, we want to go and get the level 4 engine upgrade. Then for the brace bar, again, it doesn't really matter what you grab for this. I mean, obviously it's personal preference for money and all that sort of stuff. Actually looks pretty cool. Or the extreme one looks quite good as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the light and racing strut though. Then we've got the engine detail. Wow. So this is, you know, the customizations in this on this vehicle are really, really good at the minute. So we've got the stock one obviously. Then we've got the muscle. So we can't really see it unless we spin it around a little bit. There we go. Oh fucking hell, what's the best angle for this? And then we've got the GT, which makes them look, oh, so they're changing the radiator at the front as well, which is pretty sweet. But I don't see the point in this, because are you going to see it from the front? So just for instance, quickly purchase a sports radiator just for a little experiment. So then, yeah, so when you come to doing that, you can't see it anyway. You know, I thought maybe you could see it from the front grille, but you can't. You can't really make out what it is you got under the hood, so it doesn't really matter, man. You just fucking grab whatever the hell you want, whatever you prefer, just grab that. So I'm just going to stay with the one that I purchased, which was the sports radiator. So next we've got the exhaust. So we've got loads of options for the exhaust again. I think the stock exhaust actually look quite nice. Then we've got the big boards, which also look good. We've got the rally exhaust, which looks fucking awesome. The same in carbon. Where are the side pipes? Oh, so, okay, so you can't really see the side pipes because of the side skirt that we've got, so I think we're going to stay away from them. We've got the quad stack. Where do they come from? Aha, there we go. We've got them coming out of the hood. Man, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I like that. That's quite cool. We've got more coming out of the hood. They look sweet as well. Yeah, that's different, man. I actually really like that. Then we've got the same, but then we've got vents on the other side. So even though I like the look of them coming out of the rear, because this is so unique and coming out of the hood like that, I think I'm going to go with one of them ones. And then we've got the double vents as well. What happens there? Where does the exhaust come from? So the exhausts are still in the front, are they? They must be, yeah. So then we've got the side. Ah, sweet, mate. There's loads of fucking options for exhaust on here, man. That's awesome. And then we've got the stocks again. So I did really like these ones actually. The rally exhaust, they look mean as hell. Coming out of the rear like that. But then you got the ones that come out of the hood, which look really unique. I mean, obviously we don't tend to have many exhausts come directly from the hood unless it's a muscle car. So I'm torn between going with uniqueness or actually ones that I really like. But I do really like these rally exhausts, man. I think that makes the rear of the car look fucking mean. And because of that, and because the rear of the car is what you see the most of, I think I'm just going to go with what I prefer, and that's going to be the rally exhaust. So next we're going to move on to the grille. So this is actually where the engine might come into play, because there we go. So we can remove it, but we still can't see the whole of that radiator, which is unfortunate. Then we've got the framed grille. Okay, so doesn't change all that much. Not like you'd notice it either way. The shark grille looks fucking weird as hell. Nah, I don't really like them. These are all a bit strange. The mesh actually looks quite good. I don't mind that. The diamond grille looks pretty sweet. That also looks quite good. So yeah, that looks a lot better than it removed, and it looks a lot better than the stock grille in my opinion. So I think I'm going to go with this one, the chrome diamond grille. That looks fucking pretty cool, man. So then we're going to go to the hood. Wow, you can remove the hood. So actually, what you purchase under the hood could matter, because you can remove the hood altogether. Me personally, I think that looks a bit weird, so I'm not going to do that. The carbon one actually doesn't look too bad on this, to be fair. And then we've got the rigid carbon. Then we've got some vents, vented carbon. Then we've got rigid with the vents. So yes, we've got some nice options. That's actually pretty cool. The vanity hood, I like that. I like them on most vehicles actually. They always look pretty cool. Not sure about that one. That actually looks really sweet. I like the classic vents, man. They look really nice. So that might be a winner at the moment. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with the classic event hood. That actually looks really cool in my opinion. So yeah, I'm going to go with that one. So next I'm going to go to the lights. I'm going to go to headlights and purchase the Xeon headlights. So next we've got the liveries. Loads of options for liveries, man. And we've got the standard, just the hard stand across the bottom there, which is just a basic racing stripe. Actually looks quite nice. It's really effective. Again, we've got just a couple of stripes, one across the bottom, across the rear like that, and then one on the hood. That also looks pretty sweet. So these are the sort of liveries that I actually do quite like. They're quite basic, and they're not so in your face like a lot of them are. That's actually not too bad. Now with this one, when they start chucking loads of logos on it, I think it starts to ruin the car. And yeah, that's another one that I'm not a massive fan of. So these ones I'll probably stay away from. Like I said, I'm not a massive fan of all that's going on there. I like, if I'm going to have a livery, it's got to be quite simplistic. And this hard stand stripe actually looks really good. I didn't realise at first that it goes on the hood as well, but the bit that goes on the hood actually looks fucking really cool. So yeah, I'm going to go with a hard stand stripe. So then we've got the option to change the mirrors, which is obviously unusual because we don't get many options, or many cars that give you the option to change the mirrors. So we can remove them altogether, or we can have the chrome, secondary, carbon, you know. And then we've got a different style, which is quite nice, and I actually really like them. In chrome they're pretty cool, so if I do purchase them they will be in chrome. I am in favour of also keeping them removed because I think that looks quite sweet. But then the classic mirrors, see, this is unique as hell, man, because we don't tend to have this much customization on an LS Customs vehicle. And the classic mirrors actually are really nice. I like them. I like them in carbon probably, if we can get the option, which we can, because then it's going to match the livery, and I think that looks quite cool. So yeah, I'm either in favour of removing them altogether, or just going for the carbon classic mirrors, because I actually really like them. Yeah, fuck it, man. I'm going to go with the carbon classic mirrors. So next we've got the respray. I actually really like the colour that it is at the moment, because it goes really nicely with the livery that I've chosen. But if I go primary and I go metallic quickly, maybe I could change this to make like a dark steel, something like that. Dark steel looks really cool actually. I really like that. Maybe if I go metallic silver, that also looks fucking sweet. Because I'm thinking of something that's now going to go nicely with that livery that I've got. Yeah, I think the dark steel is probably the best thing to go with. It actually looks really nice. So yeah, I'm going to go dark steel for the primary colour. Also secondary, I'm going to go metallic. At the minute it is black. So there we go, we're changing the door handles. Is that all it's changing? I think that's all it's changing. And then we've got a little bit of trim around the boot lock, or the trunk lock, as you can see it changing there. So I think I'm going to go with, I'm just going to leave it, no actually I will change it, I'll change it to carbon black, because then it's going to match the mirrors then. Yeah, so I think that looks pretty cool, so I'll go secondary colour, metallic carbon black. Then we're going to move on to the trim colour. At the minute we have graphite. I think it's going to probably be the best to leave it as graphite. I think any other colour is going to maybe look a bit strange. So yeah, I'm going to leave the trim colour as it is. So next we do get an option for the spoiler. So we've got the classic spoiler, and does it give you an added traction? It does give you an added traction bonus as well. So this is what you're going to need if you're going to use this car in races, that is, for that added traction. So far these two spoilers are absolute dog shit. They look fucking horrible. They ruin the look of the car. See, on these types of vehicles, I don't think a spoiler should be applied, but if you are going to obviously use it in a race, you're going to need it. So the best type of spoilers, in my opinion, are these lip spoilers, which you can't really see much change. So I'm in favour at the moment of the boot lip spoiler, which is pretty cool. Or even these ones actually, the dovetail, they look quite good as well. That's is that a bolt-on one as well? It looks like, yeah, it's bolt-on as well, which looks quite good. And then obviously we've got the secondary, the black and the carbon version of that. These ones I'm not too keen on, because they come up a little bit too high in my opinion. I don't think they look as good. These ones actually don't look too bad, you know, even though I said that they come up a bit too high, but they extend the full length of the car, so it looks like they're supposed to be there. So yeah, they're pretty cool. These ones are just ridiculous. Why the fuck would you put that on a classic car? I have no idea. And the same goes for this one. Shouldn't be allowed. But I do want that added traction bonus. Do I want it as enough to change the rear though? I mean, it actually looks really sweet the way it is. I don't know if I really like it that much to change. That actually doesn't look too bad. Like I said, this one looks too high, you know, because it's sort of like just cut off in a certain, right in the middle of the rear of the car like that, and I think it looks a bit weird. But then in another instance, you've got the something which is the same height, but because it goes the full width of the rear of the car, it actually looks a lot better, in my opinion anyway. So I think I'm going to go with this one. It's called the section spoiler, and I think that looks probably one of the best lip spoilers to have, so yeah, I'm going to go with that. Next we're going to go to the suspension. I'm going to get the sports suspension. Then I'm going to go to the transmission. I'm going to grab the race transmission and turbo tuning. Now for the wheels, guys, I'm going to go into wheel type and into muscle, because I actually really like the rims that are applied as stock, and I believe we can get these in the muscle category, but because I want to get my wheels in chrome, I'm going to have a quick look for them in here. They actually look really good like that, man, with the mercenary rims. I actually really like them. Maybe I'll come back to them and have them instead. They also look good as well. The 6-gun, they look fucking sweet in chrome on this vehicle. Even they do, you know, the El Jefe ones, they look fucking cool too. So this car is going to suit a lot of different rims. The 5-star look cool too. Fuck, man. Yeah, there they are. They're the same as what the stock ones were. The Drag SPL. They look really cool, so I'm going to keep them. I'm going to grab them in chrome, so that, like I said, they're the same as the stock rims, but because I wanted them in chrome, I'm going to have to spend a little bit extra cash to get them in chrome, but they look cool like that, man. Whilst we're here, guys, I'm going to go into the tyres and tyre enhancements and purchase the bulletproof tyres. And to finish off the build, as always, I'm going to go into the windows and purchase the light smoke window tint. So you go, my dudes, there is my build on the brand new Karin 190Z. And like I said, not very good around a track, but just look at it, man. How fucking cool does this car look? The amount of customizations in this vehicle, or on this vehicle should I say, is immense. It's so good, and you can you know, make every single one of these 19Zs look completely different to like your friend's 19Z, or even just the average Joe driving around the LS. Are gonna look different, because there's so much different customizations towards the arches, the side skirt, the exhausts, you know, the mirrors, even the mirrors, the grills as well. Shit, you've got the grills, the hoods. There's so many different options for customization on this car. It is amazing, you know, and it makes it worth the money. It makes it worth $900,000 in my opinion, because not everybody comes onto GTA to race. Not everybody's bothered about all the performance customizations for, you know, for this vehicle. I know it comes 14th around a track, so even though it's not that fast in a straight line, it is still pretty good going around a track, because 14th in the sports category, in the sports classic category shall I say, isn't overly that terrible. You know, it's not going to be setting the world alight. It's not going to be like any sort of like world beaters or, you know, anything like that. It's no for Sarah, let's just put it that way. But yeah, overall I think it's, you know, it's drivable. It's pretty good. You can see that it doesn't really pick up speed that, you know, that well. But driving it actually feels really nice to drive. It can move really smoothly. It's, you know, the braking seems quite good too. It's just that speed is a bit shit. But like I said, if you're not going to worry about racing, then don't take that into consideration. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, don't take that into consideration, because if you're not going to worry about races, you don't need to worry about the performance. I mean, it drives, it's quick enough. It's really good around the corners. It's really good at braking. I mean, look how good that just took that corner. It's fucking pretty sweet. And yeah, so overall, I would probably purchase this vehicle again. $900,000 is pretty good, you know, for the amount of customizations you get as well. Because if you compare this to a standard Benny's vehicle, like say like a lowrider, yeah, I know you can buy them for like 15-20 grand, but then you've got to pay about $800,000 to upgrade it to a Benny's variant, and then spend all the money, and they're fucking shit. But in my opinion, the amount of customizations that are for this 190Z are just as good as a Benny's vehicle. Because like I said, I know you can't change all the interior and stuff like that, but everything other than the interior you can change, so it's all good, man. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please give me a 2 sweet, and if you haven't already, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel for more GTA 5 content. And until next time, guys, I'm out. Adios.